Hey, what's up everyone? This is C-Good. Thank you for joining in because I'm going to share with you my best albums of August 2025. Alright, so I just want to share with you a exciting, kick-ass list of albums that I have been listening to the most and enjoying for this past month of August 2025. And let me tell you this, I did listen to a lot of metal music. I know sometimes on my channel I share post-rock, screamo, maybe some shoegaze, but this time there was a lot of great metal releases. But alright, enough of me talking, let's get into it. These first handful of bands are black metal albums, and the first band I want to recognize is Black Braid with their new album, Black Braid 3. If you're not familiar with Black Braid, this is a one-man black metal project. I believe he has recruited a band now, but I'll spoil this. Black Braid 3 is better than Black Braid 2 in my opinion. I love how this is a little bit more faster, sharper, edgier, and I feel like the more I listen to Black Braid, it reminds me of the black metal band Horn. It's like a pagan black metal group, but although these riffs are fucking amazing, they're kick-ass. I love how you have those native folk elements into here with the acoustic guitar, the flutes, and the wilderness sounds that can sound very outdoorsy. But above all, this is a badass album. The blast beats are amazing, guitar riffs for days, and if you have not checked out this album, go ahead and witness it yourself because it's awesome. Next band I want to mention is another black metal band, and that is Panopticon with their compilation album, Songs of Hiraeth. So, if you're not familiar with Panopticon, they're probably the most favorable black metal outfit in America. I would like to say this is more of a post-black metal band because they have gone beyond the elements of black metal. And you do hear a lot of post-metal, post-rock, black gaze, atmospheric, and distant sounds, which sound pretty badass. Don't get me wrong, I love everything that sounds great into this black metal outfit. But, they did come out with a dark folky album, which is called Labyrinthine Blues. But this is their album that has hidden tracks from 2009 through 2011. And damn, I can't believe like these songs are never put out because they're fucking amazing. I mean, like, if y'all like Death Heavens, somebody there know that's typical. But imagine this music coming out first, they would have blown a lot of heads out of the way. But check this album out. It's a compilation. It's fucking fantastic. It's just like amazing to hear tracks from Panopticon that we never heard before. But if you have not heard this album, check it out because you're missing out. Next band I want to mention is a German black metal band, and part of my language I might butcher it, but the name of the band is called Runenwacht with the new album Das letzte Geleit. Yeah, I fucking killed that name, and I apologize. Although, this is a fucking solid black metal album. I mean, I like it so much because the riffs are fucking creative, and I love all the growls, the roars. Everything is just nice and mighty to this black metal album, and I just think it sounds very chaotic, and once again, animal-like, raw, and it's just fucking insane. So, I can't say more about it. I think if you want to hear some good aggression black metal, check this album out because it's fucking badass. Alright, now I have some death metal bands here for y'all. And the first death metal album I want to mention is a band called Malthusian with the new album, The Summoning Bell. So this is a very heavy death metal band, and it's very murky the way it sounds, very dissonant. Sounds like they're fucking playing in the cave. If you like Spectre voice, then you're gonna love this album. And there's a lot of great elements into these riffs that kind of sound similar, like Blood Incantation. Like I said, Spectre voice, Blood Incantation. Come on. So we all know what this is inspired by. And at some points, it could be a little bit like Death Doom at times. But I think everything sounds perfect for this death metal album. It can't do any wrong. And if you have not heard this album, check it out because it's fucking killer. Alright, next death metal band I want to mention is called Castrator with the new album Coronation of the Grotesque. So I will say this is easily my favorite death metal album of the month. And if you know me, you know that I love my death metal, kind of old school. And I feel like it has more elements besides old school death metal because it could be very fucking heavy. That sounds similar to like deathcore. And then also it's fucking very thrashy, like Riff's City. It is amazing, and I just love how they're very creative with their riffs that integrate thrash metal with death metal, and it makes it sound so fucking badass. And I can't say more about his album. It's a great fucking mixture of thrash and death metal and deathcore. And if you have not heard his album, check it out because it's fucking amazing. Next band, which is another death metal band I want to mention, is called Anthrodynia with their new album Unspeakable Horrors, Emanating from Within. Sorry, I know that was a long title for the album, but this is some pretty good, epic death doom. I mean, I love all the fucking twangy riffs that have great build-ups, and it's so fucking chuggy as fuck. And this is just like a perfect death doom album. Like, it sounds very chaotic in a slow way. At times, it can sound a little bit like Stoner Doom 2 as well, but it's just amazing that you want to hear in a death metal album and also death doom. And I can't say more about it. I know everything's great about it, and if you have not heard this album, check it out because you're missing out. Alright, so next band is a little bit different, and this is a band called Malevich with their new album Under a Geleit Sun. Okay, so this is more of a sludge, grind, black metal outfit, and I guess you could say it sounds a little bit like noise metal and post metal because I do hear bands like Sunrot, Isis, or Sumac. This album is very sludgy in a way, which sounds very chaotic and slow, like a slow burner. A lot of great built up, and a lot of those vocals you do hear the sludge atmospheric voice and growls. Although it's a good album, it definitely reminds me a lot of Sumac and Isis, but although it's a great fucking album and mixture of different kind of metal genres, and if you have not heard his album yet, check it out because it's pretty cool. Next band I want to mention, I'm going to switch it up here. This is a hardcore band, and this band is called xNullifyx with their new EP, xNullifyx. Yeah, so right now I don't listen to that much hardcore, but this is some pretty kick-ass metallic hardcore, and I just love how a lot of these breakdowns and guitar riffs are very fucking creative. And it's not your typical contemporary hardcore because I feel like a lot of shit is very annoying, and I'm sorry I'm going to hurt people's feelings. I'm not too fond of Knocked Loose because that style of hardcore is just not for me, but this type of hardcore is for me, and I think it's very chuggy as hell. Can't get enough of those breakdowns. The vocals are very furious and aggressive, and it's a cool 15-minute EP. So if you have not heard this EP yet, check it out because it's pretty hardcore. Alright, so next hardcore band that I wanted to mention is called Catharsis with their new album Hope Against Hope. Now, this hardcore band is kind of new to me because supposedly they haven't made an album in 15 years or so. But this is a pretty damn good hardcore album. I wouldn't say it's exactly on the point of hardcore, but it sounds a little bit like post-hardcore with that aggression of other hardcore elements. And to me, this sounds like Converge with Birds in Row. And it's a good fucking album. I love how the build-ups are very great. They're outstanding. It's not like a very fast, in-your-face hardcore album. It's super melodic as fuck. It's different. and you don't know what twist it's gonna end up becoming when you're listening to this album. Although it's a good fucking album, check it out, and if you have not heard this album yet, just go ahead and experience it. Alright, so last band that I want to mention, I guess this is a metal band. It still is a metal band. This band has been around for 30 plus years. We've been listening to this band since they were on MTV, and this is Deftones with their new album, Private Music. First of all, I want to say this brand new album from Deftones is way better than their last two albums. Ohms and Gore, I don't know what the fuck. I just could not get into them. They were just very boring to me. And sorry if I'm going to hurt some Deftones fans. I know I'm not the best music listener, although this is my opinion. And this is a pretty good album. Like, I think they have a great Deftone riffs that always sounds like Deftones. I guess it kind of sounds like Diamond Eyes, in my opinion. I do miss the heavy Deftone sounds, which is like their first 4 albums. Although I think they did pretty good. It's very creative. I mean, these riffs are fucking catchy. It makes you fucking feel good. You hear that nice bump, some cool breakdowns, and loud, lush, distorted guitar effects. And I'm pretty sure you already listened to this album. It's a very popular band. But if you have not heard this album, check it out because you're missing out on the program. Alright, so that's it for me. Those are the albums that I have listened to and enjoyed the most for this past month of August 2025. And please let me know what albums that you have been listening to, because I like to know what you've been listening to. This is why I do it, and this is why we are a community to share music. And I have nothing else to say. I hope you catch me on my next video. I'm not too sure what it's going to be about, but until then, take care, be safe, and peace.